Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. My name is Rodgon. I'm an artist and an illustrator, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about why it's okay to make mistakes. Why making mistakes with your artwork is not necessarily the worst thing you could possibly happen to you. So, we're going to rant a little bit. I don't really have this scripted or anything. So I'm just going to talk a little bit and, have you guys watch a hand-drawn sketch that I did. And, let's talk a little bit about why mistakes are not the end of the world. Well, first of all, it happens to everyone. It happens to every single one of us. We all make mistakes. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how much experience you've had with art. You're going to make mistakes. But why is it a good thing? It should always be our goal not to make mistakes, right? Like the ultimate artist, the best artist in the world is going to go through, his projects and everything without making any mistakes. And that is why he's the best artist ever. But in order to be able to get to that level, you need to make a lot of mistakes. So you need to actually learn from it. Well, mistakes have several purposes. First of all, whenever you are actually acknowledging that you have made a mistake, it's because you actually know that something's wrong. And if something's wrong, then you know what to fix. And hopefully you'll learn from that experience and then keep on going ahead. And the next time that you draw that thing, hey, you'll fix it. You won't have that issue anymore. 2, if you didn't make mistakes, you would never be a better artist. You would never grow. You would never progress. You would never go past a certain point. If you think that your artwork is without any mistakes, then honestly, you are probably the best artist in the world, because I don't think that I've ever known an artist that doesn't make mistakes on a daily basis. One thing is actually being okay with showing those mistakes to people. Sometimes the mistakes are minimal and you are not, it's not really a daunting thing. Maybe it's so minimal that, you're okay with showing it. Some people have several friends that if they make any single mistake or anything that's not absolutely perfect in their art, they hate showing it on social media. They hate showing it in portfolios. They hate showing anything that's not completely perfect. And unfortunately for them, a lot of the times that means that they'd never finish a piece of art completely because they stop halfway because they don't really think that they've created something worth showing. And that's not necessarily a good thing. And yeah, you can go back and revise every piece of artwork that you have until you find it to be perfect. But I can guarantee you that if you're pushing yourself in 3 months, you'll look back at these pieces of art, 3-4 months, 5 months, a year, you'll look back at these and then you'll see so many mistakes because you have progressed past that point. So you are never going to be at the place where you ideally want to be. And that's great. That's actually a good thing. You should always have some room to strive for something new. You should never be complacent and you should never be okay with being at the level that you are. That is the only way that you are going to become a legend. That is the only way you're going to become somebody that's worth looking into, somebody that's worth hiring, somebody that's worth, working with in certain projects and stuff like that. You never want to have the person that's just happy where they are. And I can guarantee you that a lot of studios, a lot of places that hire artists are not looking for somebody that's just happy where they are. If they are in any way a respectable place to work in, they want somebody that's going to push themselves every day to learn more, to get better. And in order to do that, you need to make a lot of mistakes. I'm probably going to butcher this, but there's a saying that says that the master of anything, the master has failed more times than the apprentice has even tried. And I know I'm probably butchering the hell out of that, and I'm sorry for that, but that absolutely resonates so much to me because almost every single week, I get a lot of messages from you guys. And you guys always ask me how to get better, how to get better, how to get better. Like that's a very recurring like question that comes up all the time. And whenever I tell you guys that there's no shortcuts to get better, there really isn't. All you got to do is draw a ton, and you got to draw more. And if you want to get to my level, you have to draw at least twice as much as I do, just so you guys can even catch up, you know? And people don't like to hear that. People like to try to find a quick and easy way to get to where they want without having to put the work in. And that's not how it works. Unless you are incredibly naturally talented and you have, I don't know, superhuman powers with artwork, that's never going to happen. You're never going to be able to catch up to someone without actually putting the time in. And yeah, well, there is no shortcuts in artwork. There really isn't. Like, if you don't know how to draw hands, guess what? You need to draw hands until you know how to draw hands. If you don't know how to draw a face, you need to draw faces with the intent of learning in order to get to that point. And, well, I mean, in all this, all the time that you're going to be learning, you're going to be making mistakes. You're going to be drawing something off. You're going to be drawing something wrong. You're going to be doing something a little bit off until you actually learn the process of how to do it right. And that's what I mean. Like, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and show that you make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. And oftentimes also, like, the mistakes that we make often turn into like unexpected cool little details in our drawings. I learned this a lot, especially when I started drawing in ballpoint pen, and just drawing in my sketchbook and then actually showing everybody my artwork. When the moment that I started doing that on Instagram, I realized how many mistakes I make because a lot of people point them out to me. So, I mean, eventually you learn to be okay with people criticizing your work. And, you know, if you're a person that doesn't like criticism, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is the wrong career for you. Because art in general, designing, it's all about criticism. And if you can't take criticism, good and bad, be it positive, be it negative, you need to be able to be okay with it. Otherwise, it's going to be torture for you. But, okay, let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, okay. One thing that I really want to emphasize is that making mistakes you should never let it consume you. And that's the very stressful part about somebody that's, knows how to draw telling you how to do this. It's like telling a person that's depressed to not be sad. And I understand how difficult it is sometimes and how stressful it is when you can't actually get something down, like when you can't draw something because I don't know, it just doesn't click in your head, or it's so stressful because you have a project and you can't get the look that you want. And all those things are stuff that I went through in college because I was learning how to draw as I was trying to make a career out of it. Like, I wasn't one of those people that started drawing when they were 5. I honestly started drawing in a very, 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 very strict way when I was about 19. And it was very stressful not being able to draw the same way that everybody else was. Everybody that had been drawing for, 10 plus years, or since they were 5, or from their mom's womb, it doesn't matter. I did not have that experience. So I had to try to keep up while not being stressed out and while not, just thinking of shooting myself because I couldn't catch up to all these people. And I'm a very competitive person. So what I want to emphasize is don't let that stress consume you. If you feel like you are behind or you can't really learn something, try to see it from a different angle. Try to see it from a different perspective. Try to see and look up other artists and how they draw. And just there's a million people that will explain things in a million ways. My way of doing things is not necessarily going to be the way that works for you. There's a ton of other artists that are more than happy to like give out advice and make videos like that, the ones that I do. And hopefully one of them helps you out more. Once it clicks, once it actually makes sense in like in a certain way to you, it's going to make the world of difference. And it's going to be so much better for you to get all the information from a ton of different artists instead of just getting all your information from one. For example, with me, when it was about drawing hands, it took forever to learn how it actually worked, how it actually like made sense. And I'm trying to make a video right now on how to draw hands in the way that I learned how to do it. And hopefully that helps out some of you, because it's not necessarily the same way that everybody else does it. So yeah, anyways, I think I've ranted for enough. And well, like I said, nobody's perfect. Nobody wants to be perfect. I know I don't, because if I was perfect, I'd have nowhere to grow. So with that, I will leave you guys to the rest of the video. Hopefully this helps. I know you guys wanted to see some more hand-drawn stuff, so there you go. Here's a little Harley Quinn for you guys. And well, I'll just see you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys want to see some more, there's links to the left and to the right. Or if you guys want to come follow me on Patreon, even though I haven't updated in a while, just click in the middle, sign up, and then I will be posting there soon enough. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.